Hello. Hi, everybody. How are you guys? I'm going to shrink this down. I can't see anything with my contacts now. Let me see. Down. Okay. So, how are you? How is everybody? So, hello, Daniela, and hello, Sarah. And Sarah is good. I'm assuming that's what that means. You're good too, Daniela. I'm happy to hear that. Oh, what a week. It's been crazy. So, well, we're hopefully, I'll just start by saying that last week I was talking about like Stray Kids in relationship to other K-pop groups. And I was like, K-pop, Stray Kids, K-pop. And I made it sound like that was a bad thing. And I didn't mean it was a bad thing. Like, I like other K-pop. And in fact, at the awards show that I was speaking about, there's a group, Close Your Eyes, Open Your Eyes, something like that. I'll have to look it up. But I was like impressed. So it's not that I'm talking down on K-pop. It's just that Stray Kids is just a different animal all to itself. And yeah, so that's all. I wanted to clear that up because I thought about that and I was like, that could have sounded bad. So I didn't want to denigrate anybody. Okay, it's been a busy week in Stayville. There has been so much drama in Stayville. Oh my gosh, all the crazy drama. So while we're talking, I will I did not get to work on this. I could have worked on this yesterday, but I had other things I needed to do. Well, like all of my posting. Do you know one of my pole dancing videos on TikTok has almost 11,000 views. I'm flummoxed. I mean, like I had one that was 10,000 views back in like November, but this one I released after that. And like this last week, it just like took off. And so now it's like at 10,900 views. I'm so excited. I mean, like, it's so cool. And then the one that I just released on yesterday is like at 200. It's like, there's no rhyme or reason to what the algorithm picks up and shows to people. So hi, Agatha, how are you today? I'm famous, not quite, but maybe I'm making my way that direction. In fact, so the new moon is in 17 minutes. It's exactly the new moon, 11:18 my time. So for all of you, it's whatever time it is in 17 minutes. And this, yeah, she's famous. You guys are funny. Yeah, 17 minutes. So, oh, whoops. Agatha is okay. Obviously, I can't see. You just finished dinner. What did you have for dinner? Sarah, how did your sourdough bread turn out last night? My cookies turned out wonderfully. They're very, very good. I make the best chocolate chip cookies ever. Everybody says so. So... I used mini chocolate chips last night, and I like mini chocolate chips better than like the big chocolate chips because it spreads the chocolate out better, so it tastes like uniformly chocolate chippy. But I also made some chocolate chip cookies without the chocolate chips for the dogs so they could have a treat. And I ate one of those too, and I love chocolate chip cookie dough without the chocolate chips. I just like chocolate chip cookie dough, quite honestly. Chocolate chips. Not so much the chocolate chips all the time. Okay, what time is it in my country? Right now it's 11:03. So I'm in Nebraska though. I'm like in the middle of the United States, almost exactly, as a matter of fact. So, roast chicken with mashed gravy. Dang, you guys. So you like both. Cookies were good. Thank you, Sarah. Your sourdough overproofed. Oh no. Oh no. I'm sorry. That's a bummer. You sourdough people impress me. So, all right. What was I thinking? I was thinking, I I did not work on this. So he still does not have a waistband, and he still does not have a, setting up another bake for tomorrow. Daniela, where are you from? I'm afraid to guess about the flag. So, I hope Michelle and Lynn come. So, okay, I am gonna take the pants off. Britain, UK. Oh! Proof it in the fridge. Okay. So I'm going to put a waistband on him. The thing about the waistband is that today I'm going to put a waistband on him. I did not get this done, in other words. Cool. Dual citizenship. Half cool. I was thinking, sorry, sometimes my brain just stops. It was like, so you're in the UK, and you're half Korean, which is awesome. Do you speak Korean? My grandma was Italian, and she did not speak Italian, but she understood Italian. And she was born in the United States, though. Her parents came from Italy and met up actually in Pueblo, Colorado, and then they moved to Wyoming, which is where she met my grandpa. So my dad is half, and then I am a quarter Italian. But, okay, I'm losing track of my thoughts. So I need to put on the waistband. Is that what I was saying? Oh, the thing about the waistband is that you can see the top of his pants are like right under his arms. So I'm going to just make a waistband to cover the top here that will extend across here, and then I can put the snap over here. So that's what I'm going to do now. And then if I get done, and the only reason I brought up about my grandma is because she didn't speak Italian so much. Because they spoke English at home, like her parents wouldn't let them speak Italian, but the older kids spoke Italian. So she understood Italian, but she didn't really speak it. But my great aunt Julia was her name, she spoke Italian, and but I did learn to curse in Italian. So, and I still do use it. But hi Azure, how are you today? So I was just wondering, I mean, I know, yeah, anyway, I think you understand. So then after I get the waistband done, I'm going to hem the jeans, because I just tucked them up under to get the idea of what size they needed to be, like if it would work. And hi, Michelle. I was just saying I hoped you would be here today, and Lynn too. So let's do that. Let's make some pants, make a waistband. Then, if we get it done, 11:07. So everybody needs to watch the clock. Michelle, I was just saying that the new moon is at 11:18. No, yes, 11:18 exactly. So my time, 11:18. So in 11 minutes, it's the new moon. Oh, and I was saying, I even brought it up because this new moon is supposed to be, if you're into the astrological woo-woo kind of stuff that I've been seeing on TikTok, no, not TikTok, Instagram. Although TikTok has started feeding me the same reels. It's interesting because I don't follow people. But it keeps giving me the same reels. So I see it on Instagram, and then I see it again on TikTok, and I don't know. Hello, how are you doing? Okay, wait. Hi, Michelle. No worries, it's only flour and water. Chapati? What is chapati? Roll it really thin. And how are you doing? Sourdough pizza. Ooh. Okay, let me get some this, and let me get this, And let me get this. And what else do I need? I think that's it to start with. Well, actually, this. All right. Celebrations. All right. Let me see here. So I'm thinking, oh shoot, I should have had that measured how deep it needed to be while it was on him. Let me put it back on him. Pull his little legs through. What are you guys up to? Anybody have happy Stray Kids moments that they would like to chat about? I think Stavell is. I have figured something out though. Why everybody gets on Chan. Why they get jealous and then they get mad and so then they take it out on him. So hopefully if he does go on Threads and sees all that crap, he recognizes that people are just being stupid because they're jealous and they're taking it out on him. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. People are so stupid. So I don't know if you are like saw today going to their movie concert next Friday. Oh my gosh, you're so lucky. I have to wait 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 3 weeks yet. You bought photo cards? Hanny's air guitar and the New Japan Fate live in top tier. I didn't see it yet. Where do I find that? Because I don't know. So in the UK, it must be out. Is it in the UK that it's out next week? I don't know. I'm so confused. Okay, I need to 11.5. So maybe 12 inches. It's in Threads. Oh, it's in Threads? You saw it in Threads? Went to see Suga and ATEEZ when they did the movie concert too. Oh, cool. Sarah went to the virtual reality one. I'm so creative. Are you talking about me being creative? I hope you're talking about me being creative. So, 11/11, first of all. Yay! Happy 11/11. Yeah, yay. So, 6 more minutes, and then it's the new... Oh, that's what I was doing. I was talking about... I'm sorry. I'm like all over the place. ATEEZ VR. Pronounced like shooting guard. That's Suga's position in basketball. Oh, I did not know. Well, that's awesome. I've seen some things about him. Mainly people being kind of rude about him too. Anyway, manifesting. Like this moon sets up, because of the placements that it is and everything. I'm going back to the woo-woo part of this. Sets up for the rest of 2026. So, because it's like grounding or something like that, because the moon's in Capricorn right now, it's going to be going into Aquarius next. I'm just remembering this stuff. I don't like know it, like I don't do this stuff. I'm just remembering what they said. So anyway, so if you are manifesting things or, you know, wanting to kind of set up energetically for the rest of the year, today's the day to do small steps towards those goals. So like last night, I bought a Reiki table. I bought a portable Reiki, well, it's a portable massage table. It's a pretty teal color. But so buying, we love the woo-woo, yay! So I bought a Reiki table because I'm trying to, I've been moving towards starting doing Reiki for people, like as a practice, as an income stream, but also to help people. Last week I did Reiki for a friend, the one that I borrow her pole dancing. Reiki is energetic healing. It's energy healing. So it's similar to acupuncture, but it's a little different. The person is basically the channel to the energy, and then and helps to restore the flow of energy, because acupuncture uses the little needles to help restore the flow of energy. With Reiki, the energy, you just use your energy to clear their energy, and mostly people there's been like research, and some of the top hospitals in the United States actually employ Reiki people to do Reiki for like people going through chemotherapy and stuff like that, because it helps with stress reduction. That's a big part of it, is stress reduction, or at least that they talk about or tout as one of the practical uses for it. But because they don't want to say that it like miracle healing, nobody wants to do that. I mean, like, you need to have your cancer treatment, but the Reiki can augment the cancer treatment and help promote reduced stress, so that things get better. So my friend that last week, I had not, I did Reiki for her, and at the time it was kind of like, well, that was nice, you know. But then she said on Monday that she felt better than she had like ever, and she's like, the only thing I can attribute it to is the Reiki. So that was like very affirming for me, because, you know, you do these things, and even though like, okay, I'm gonna look, blame Capricorns for everything. That's funny. My sister was a Capricorn. Her birthday was yesterday. That was my sister's birthday. And then tomorrow, sadly, is the anniversary of her death. And last year, the new moon, 3 more minutes till the new moon. It was on her birthday, and it was during the live stream, and it was like, and I was overwhelmed. So I don't know if anybody remembers this, but yeah, it was crazy. So, other things you can do, like if you're wanting to, I don't know about the, I'm hoping that setting myself up for the next year as far as social media, like just having the live stream and stuff like that, that can encourage that energy to keep flowing. So it's been flowing nicely. We blame the dog for everything. So comforting to be given a handmade hat for your baby in hospital. Oh, where did I miss? Finishing baby hats for premature babies. There we go. Well, that's wonderful. That is wonderful. Okay. So, all right, 2 minutes. I'm counting down to the new moon. So, yeah, clearing out energy, clearing out old things to bring in the new energy. It's another way you can kind of set up for the new. If you want to travel, learning the language, just starting to. You don't even have to, I mean, it's not like you have to have everything done. It's just little energetic seeds that you plant in the universe that then the universe can use to bring that to you. So, there we go. I am, okay. They're easy to sew and you have tons of jersey. Oh, I bet they love them. So 11:17. Sorry. Ready? I can't count it down, but Sarah. Yay! Oh, yep. Yay! Happy new moon to everybody. So may this year be wonderful. The actual new year, like astrologically, doesn't start till February 7th, I think, in February. But that's why this is setting it up. So happy good fortune to us all for this year coming up. So, Positivity, yay, to new beginnings, possibilities. We'll see if your design will work. Oh, I bet it'll work great. Positivity. So that's something else we need to be manifesting, especially in this country, is a positive shift in our political structure, a functional government, and that works for the good of the people. I don't care who that is, as long as it meets those parameters. That's what we need to be manifesting here. So, and I'm setting that up right now. I hope you guys don't mind that, like, your energy is hopefully helping that along. But yeah, so that we can enjoy the rest of the year instead of being stressed out about everything that's going on. And that's like everywhere. I know what's going on here has ramifications for everybody everywhere, and it's distressing to say the least. But we're not going to talk about that. We're just going to manifest that. We're done. So now we can move on and talk about Stray Kids. So, happy Stray Kids things. What did you guys watch anything? Let's see. Last night I was watching Talkers while I was dyeing my hair. Yeah, we can't talk about those kinds of solutions. That puts negative energy into the world. So we don't want to do that. But we can definitely manifest the positive energy, kindness and goodness, compassion, justice. Okay, I need to pin this. Oh, I'm too far away. Skiz Codes, which ones did you watch? Which talkers, Daniela? Which did you see? And I have my Spotify up, so we can, if it gets to be a lull, we can certainly turn on Hollow. I was listening to Hollow. I do that a lot. I've been listening to, okay. Oh, I keep forgetting his, I think it's getting worse. I need to fix that. So, all right. Michelle, are you working on anything? Anybody else working on anything? I've got Hollow in my head. Okay, pinning. So I'm going to have to hand stitch these, I think. Oh, I wonder if this is the bells time for Lynn, if she's doing her bells. Michelle, do you know? I'm hoping she's still coming. Looks a lot better than you thought it was. You're drawing? Daniela is drawing. What are you drawing? Do you mind me asking? I saw the photo, I think, on Instagram. I think I replied to it. Is that the one you're talking about? Lynn, where did you sneak in at? Gosh dang it. Where? Okay, hold on. I'm moving the chat back. I was watching for you. Where are you? Where'd you sneak in at? Ah, there you are. Darn it. Okay, well, Lynn, you're sneaky. But I'm happy you're here. What are you working on? I texted you last week. I was wondering. Inquiring minds want to know. Oh, good. Okay. It looks really good. That is an amazing outfit. I never got to Dayforce Diaries. I don't know if they're here right now, but I'm going to go tonight. Like after I'm done, I'm going to go right there. All right. Scrolling pattern websites and found lots of inspiration. I do not know that website, but I'm going to write it down. Full line. All right. I know I missed you earlier. I'm so happy you're here. So, are you working on anything? Okay. So I'm going to sew this down first. So I'm gonna do that by hand. I don't know, maybe I could do it on this. Oh. I think I can, so the problem is, see how it tapers out to like nothing? I'm not sure if I could do that on the sewing machine. I think I can. It's just like sewing a dart. Okay, we're gonna do it on the machine because it'll be a whole lot faster. Oh, you're okay, you're okay. I just wanted to be sure that you saw, or that I didn't send it to the wrong place. I can understand being a hermit, especially when there's lots of things going on. So, no problem. I hope I didn't make you feel bad. I just wear these all the time now because I can't see anything unless it's like way far away. I'm calling the eye doctor tomorrow. I hope I'm not going blind or something. Interfacing pieces for a couple of things you just cut out. Oh, nice. Is it close? You're like, I'm trying to work here. Okay, I need to change my thread and then we'll sew. Agatha is doing the hats, and then she's got the baby quilt bag for a friend, 3 totes, and the birthday present. Well, awesome. You're incredibly, you do a lot. I'm always jealous. So later today, I'm going to go out and pole dance, and I wish I could go twice a week, because one day I could like try new things, and then the second day I could do like filming and stuff for keeping TikTok going. Congrats to the Broncos. Did the Broncos win? Fowler coat. Oh, I'm gonna have to go look at the Fowler coat. We'll root for the Bears, all of us, Michelle, just for you. You don't need to leave the house so you get stuff done. I don't leave the house, but I still have other things because of work. Okay, what am I doing? I'm getting blue thread. Ah, I just stepped on my dress. Did you see that? That's the problem with wearing long skirts. Especially this one, it's so flowy. It's like, when I go up and down stairs, I feel like a Victorian woman. Oh, apparently we're listening to Hollow. It lost its connection to the Bose. That's funny when it does that. Let's see if it'll reconnect. You guys want to hear Hollow? Let's see if it'll connect. It's thinking. Oh wait, there it is. Where is it? Documents, videos. No, I want settings. Sorry, just a sec. Hello, hello, hello. Sorry, that's terrible. I should not succumb, what am I trying to say? What's the word? However, that's what goes on in my head all the time. You've been trying a project. Oh, oh, I'm so excited. I think I know what that project is. And I'm excited. If you want to talk about it, you know, feel free. We can talk about it. Not here, you know, outside of here. Ah, there we go. Okay. Ready? I'm excited. There's a video. Is the video good, Sarah? The for Fate? Okay. The Fowler is the crew pattern for January. Oh. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Ready? Is that loud enough? It's amazing. Now I'm gonna have to, okay, so I'll go watch that and then I'll go and see Dayforest Diaries. Where did you find it? You said it's on Threads. You found it on Threads. I'll go look. Can you you hear okay? It was kind of quiet earlier. I love the end of Hollow. I love Chris's coat and the way it floats. Blake in the reaction video, he mentioned that specifically, but it's just beautiful. The swooping and the, I don't know, it's really in the video, it's just really pretty. So Changbin's live vocals, Han playing the air guitar, Chan dancing around. Oh no, I'm missing out. Okay. Don't you guys think they've hit their Emperor energy? Like, most of you here know what that means, or at least have an idea based off of stuff I've talked about, but they're in their Emperor energy. Talk about magnetic. And that's, I think, why, like, well done. I mean, it's them. It's not just the energy, but they put out that energy, and they have moved from, I don't know, they've just moved into their Emperor energy era, and rightfully so, and everybody is. All right. Anyway, I'm so excited for them. So excited for them. What was I going to say? Oh my gosh. Hyunjin. So, like, oh, something this week. Oh, something this week about Hyunjin. I've been thinking a lot about Hyunjin, and I don't know, sometimes that just happens. Like, I just get stuck. Like, for a while there, like last year, it was Lino, and like in the summertime, which is why Blake got me the Lino shirt when they didn't have the Wolf Chan shirt. But and Hyunjin's been this week, and so I hope everything's okay. But a long time ago, and I just kept thinking about how, like, Hyunjin had said that Felix needed to be protected, and at that time I was like, I think Hyunjin needs to be protected because he's just got such a softness. I don't know, he's just Hyunjin, and so maybe it's because I saw the Skiz Talker again, where his and Chris's, and I'm so happy that Chris was there for him, like at that time where he needed protected. It just really makes me happy that they're all together, and I am so happy. I'm just so happy. I don't know. I'll shut up now. He's such a sensitive soul. Exactly. Exactly. And I don't know, maybe this week I've just, anyway, I was thinking about Hyunjin. So, and about the craziness on Threads, which we don't want to talk about too much, but I do have to say, hold on. Let's listen to Hollow while I sew. Oh my God, it's like not moving. Sometimes it does this, and I have to like reset the feed dogs. Does yours do that, Michelle? I can't take it. Maybe it's because the thread was stuck. Yeah, I think they all do. I mean, but yeah, I think it's just so nice to see how they take care of each other. Okay, trying again. I think the thread was stuck. Okay, yeah, the thread is getting stuck. Maybe it needs to be like that. What is going on? I'm having technical difficulties. It's 11:35. It's not good. Maybe if it's looser? There we go. Okay. Well, I might be doing this by hand. I think it's too small and it's not catching the... That makes no sense. Sorry. I know this is boring. OTH day, but different songs if you like different ones, bring it up level. Yeah. I love parade too. I like the drums. I like marching bands. Okay, I'm trying one more time. I don't understand. Oh, I know what it is. Over. Okay. I guess we're hand sewing. Look at this mess. Look at that. It's disgusting. Hi, Natalia. Hi, Natalia. Ugh. I'm sad because this is going to take forever. What are you up to, Natalia? What has been your good experience this week? Stray Kids, happy Stray Kids moment. I have to say, everybody was so jealous because it looked like that recording was so much fun. And I don't know why everybody thinks they're entitled to get to do everything everybody else does. It's really stupid. But it did look fun, and it sounded like everybody had fun, and it was, I'm glad. I mean, like, why can't everybody just be glad for each other? So, you know, a couple of weeks ago when Blake was talking about like a hangout, they had a hangout. They had a 12-hour hangout or 11-hour hangout. And like, one thing that somebody said, like, instead of being jealous about stuff, this is not in relation to Stray Kids, this is just in relation to jealousy in general. Instead of being jealous, like, look at it as, if it was possible for them, then it's possible for you. And then that means that there's opportunities, you know, like, your time will come. And if your time doesn't come, then it's not meant for you, and it'll be something better. I mean, it's just a matter of, you know, and if in the case of things like participating in fun things like that, and it's not like international stays couldn't apply, apparently, but I mean, like, we got to see, well, as long as people were allowing, everybody's so controlling. Everybody allowing, you know, sharing what they did take and the stories and stuff like that. It's just kind of strange. Okay, it looked like fun, but I wasn't jealous. First thought was my back would hurt. I need a nap. Oh, that's funny. Must have been a marathon. I would have loved. It would have been fun, but I was enjoying, like, everybody's excitement, and then everybody just squashed it. Like, come on, people, like, stop being so cranky. So, Jan singing Insane Melody vibrato. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know what I was saying. We'll put a hollow back. I mean, parade back on. Needle. Is this blue? No. I do this terribly. Social baddie working for 4. Oh, how much are they? Azure? Sorry. Don't you wonder if, like, after like 5 hours, like, if everybody was like, okay, nah, it sounds like it was so much fun. And they scheduled everything, it sounds like. I mean, like, I wasn't there, but sounds like they scheduled so that it would be an enjoyable experience. Like, everybody knew it was going to be long, because that's the way those things are. And so they made it so that everybody would have a good time. I think that was nice. So, yeah, I heard. I don't know. What would you do? Like, what? That's a funny thought. So all the drama about Old Stay, too, that's ridiculousness. But I put out a thread, and I mean this. Everybody gives these people the gift of engagement. I mean, like, I would have had no idea that people were talking bad about older people again. If they wouldn't have shared their content. It's like, why are you... And it occurred to me that a lot of the people that do reactions to that kind of content, they're jumping on the, I mean, like, they're getting content too out of it then. They've got everybody in an uproar. They've got everybody commenting under their thread or whatever. And so they're riding the wave of the negativity too. Like, stop. Just don't share it. Don't talk about it. People are, if you feel the need to comment under the original post, fine. But don't share it around, because how many people would not have known about that? I think it was on Twitter even. So they brought it to Sayville on Threads just for their own outrage baiting, really. I mean, that's what it amounts to. ignore it. If you truly care about Stayville on Threads, don't bring it over there. I mean, seriously. It's just, I don't know. I think they're rage baiting. I think they totally know what they're doing, and they're just farming for views. Now, do I want to like whip stitch this on, or do I want to probably whip stitch? It'll be faster and it'll look better, I think. So they know, they're the internet generation. They know what they're doing. And even if they are jealous, which could be, I mean, like, why, we're all old enough to know that what they say or what they think has absolutely no bearing on anything. I mean, like, nothing they say has any bearing on my enjoyment of Stray Kids, or Stray Kids' enjoyment of my money, of my participation in the fandom. You know, I mean, they like us. They like their older Stay. They like us. So what does it matter? I mean, like, shut up. Don't share it. Just let it go. And I mean, and as I told Agata, because we had a conversation on the Threads about this, if they come at you, that's totally different. You have every right to put them in their place, like rightfully so, totally. But what I'm talking about is, as a general, where people are putting stuff out onto the internet with the intent to get people all upset, just don't engage. There's no reason to, unless you want to make them feel bad. I mean, like, get back at them for putting such a stupid post up, which, you know, seems to be the case, because a lot of people, I mean, like, the reaction video to the initial post was like demeaning towards the initial post person, which that's not a good look either. I mean, like, here you are at 40s or 50s and you're like feeling the need to talk down to a 17-year-old? What? Like, what? So, exactly, bleep. Go for the experienced one. Well, exactly. I mean, like, we as older women, we carry a, well, and I did a TikTok and I put it on Instagram about this. We're a wealth of all kinds of stuff. And, you know, society wants us to think that life belongs to the young. And it's like, oh, and I saw, oh my gosh, this made me madder than the Stayville stuff. There are women influencers that are above the age of 50, or they're trying to be women influencers above the age of 50. And they, they're putting out things, after you're 50, your life is half over. We know where we're going and it's down, and like the only place is to death. And so come with me and we can, I don't even know what they're planning on doing with people. Like, they're not positive. They're not going to bring them positivity. They're just fear-mongering that your life is done when you hit 50. And I was like, what the yeah, what the? Because we know how to curl toes. That's what I'm hearing. That's another thing that's really funny. On my For You page from in YouTube, all of a sudden it's talking about all kinds of stuff about those kinds of things, and not with older men. So I'm just like, okay, universe, what are you telling me? So anyway, yeah, we your life is not half over. Well, it might be half over. Actually, it's probably more than half over. But that doesn't mean that your experience of life has to stop. You know, there's so much. You don't have kids at home anymore. so you don't have to concentrate on them and meeting their needs. You don't have, I mean, like, you can go to the gym, you can go take care of yourself, you hopefully have some money. I mean, like, I've got kids in college. Another reason why I'm doing Reiki is because, like, trying to get a business started, because oh my gosh, it's expensive. But Nuna Racha's just sent me, but for real though, I'm gonna use that now. I don't want to be a Nuna Racha. I don't know what I want to be, but I don't want to be a Nuna Racha, because that puts a like a label on my participation in Stray Kids in Stayville, and I don't want to be perceived as anything. I want to define my own role in Stayville, and I want to define my own role in my life. And I am getting passionate, aren't I? Like, maybe I should put Hollow back on. So anyway, yeah, it's all about defining myself. You know, it's about, I'm going to be who I'm going to be, and I don't need to fit a role. And that's been from the very beginning. Like last year, or it's been a year and a half now, that when I started, you know, people would come on here and they would be like, trying to put me into a role. And I said, I'm just a person. I am a person who likes Stray Kids. You are a person who likes Stray Kids, and I don't care what age you are. When you come here, we're all enjoying Stray Kids, and that's what I'm about, and that's what this is about. So, more sisterly relationships. Yeah. Well, and I don't even want to be necessarily, I mean, sisterly with everybody else. Like I want friendships, sister type friendships. I mean, like, but I don't want that to be the way I'm defined in everything, you know? I mean, I want to have connection with people on my own terms. Me as a person, you as a person. Just have a connection. So, Sarah, you don't think that was meant in any sort of connotations? I'm not sure what that means. I'm sorry, I don't understand. Nuna Racha sent me for real. Could you use it? I'm going back and seeing. I think the reason why I maybe push back a little bit against being known as a Nuna Racha is because it does, I mean, like, the expectations of other people for how I'm supposed to interact. Like, yeah. I don't like people having expectations of me. I don't have expectations of them. So, oh my God. Okay, so Spencer just texted me. That's my oldest, if you guys don't know. Let me tell you, we're besties. Yay. So you come back. We'll all stay together. So last night, Spencer lost his ring, 11:52. Spencer lost his ring, and he was sad, and he was talking about Blake buying him a new one. It's a long story, and I told him, you need to pray to St. Anthony, because I don't know if you guys know this, but there's a prayer. You say, Tony, Tony, hear my plea, bring my whatever back to me. It's always worked for me. Always, always, always. Maybe not exactly in the moment, but I've always gotten whatever it was that I asked for returned to me. So I told him last night, I said, you need to pray that. And this is at like 1 o'clock this morning, quite honestly. And he just texted me, oh, I found my ring, by the way. So how cool is that? Yeah, it's amazing. It's very powerful. Apparently St. Anthony is the bomb. So yeah. That's so cool. I wanted to share with you guys, let me put Hollow back on. I'll turn it down a little bit. I want to share with you some of the synchronicities, because it's been really kind of magical around here, and it's important, I think, to share it, because some of them have to do with my mom, and it's like confirmation that we still have connection with people even after they've passed over. And maybe somebody might want to hear it. So, but let me turn this on first. So, and I'm sorry about just losing my head there for a little bit. That was quite the rant, so I apologize. Okay. So, let me tell you first about, well, this week, the 666s the other day, and then the 111s have been insane, but yesterday especially. But on Thursday, I don't know if I can do this and sew at the same time, quite honestly. Thank you, Sarah. So, you know what else I've noticed? I'll talk about stuff here, and then there's other like reactors and stuff that use my exact words, and I'm like, surely they're not watching me. Like, no, that can't be. I'm not that, like, but I've wondered a couple of times, so that happens to me quite a bit, actually, with like stuff like sewing and stuff. People take my ideas, but apparently that happens a lot because it's happened to Agatha too. So this isn't the prettiest, but it'll work. Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second. I'm gonna stop this for a second, because if I just stop and tell you, then we can like move on. It's almost over though. Okay, so my mom, when she passed away, she took her last breath at 3:43. I know this because I was there, but I was also noticing the clock for a reason, and realized that she had stopped breathing like the final time at that time. So even though on her death certificate it's like much later, that's when she took her final breath. So this is important because of the synchronicities. So so we were leaving the nursing home after she had passed away, and I had given my dad a ride because his car license plates were wrong, and so anyway, so I took him out there, and so when we were going back to town, I know, I'm sorry, and don't be sad. I'm telling you guys this. I mean, like, please be sad. I mean, like, I'm sad, but I don't want you guys to feel like bad, because actually it's kind of cool. I mean, like, I miss my mom, but there is some comfort in knowing that, like, she's still around. Before she died, like that week that like she went on hospice and everything like that, on that Tuesday, I don't know if I told you guys this or not, but on that Tuesday, thank you, Daniela, she said, she told me, well, she was saying goodbye to me, which when people die, especially if they're on hospice and they know I'm not going to cry, I just got a frog in my throat. So, especially if they're on hospice, oftentimes they'll get a sense that they're dying and they start to put their world into order. And so on Tuesday that week, which is one of the reasons why I was like, okay, we need to put her on hospice when she went back to the hospital, was because it was clear that she was tidying up loose ends and getting prepared to make that trip anyway. So, I went out on that Tuesday, and she rallied when I was out there. Dad said she'd been sleeping like the whole time. Well, before I left, she said, what were we talking about? I can't even remember. But she said to me, she said, "Are you going to be okay?" And she looked at me in the eyes, and she like kind of held onto my hand, and she said, are you going to be okay? And I was like, and I knew what she meant, but I didn't want to know what she meant. And I said to her, I said, "What do you mean, Mom?" And she was like, "Well, I want to know, if you're going to be okay when I'm gone." And I looked at her and I was like, crap. So I told her, I said, "I'll be okay." I said, I'll be okay. If you are gonna, if now's the time, like if you know now's the time, then you can go. Everything will be okay. I'll be okay. But if you want to fight, like if you still want to stay, then I'll I'll help you. I'll do whatever you need me to do to help you. And so, so she said, then when I left, she said, I guess I have some decisions to make. And I was like, oh crap. And then the next morning, Wednesday, she was very ill and she went to the hospital. So she made her decision. So that's why it was like, okay, well, we'll put her on hospice. And then obviously because she died like 4 days later, it was time. Like she was done. It was time for her to go on. So, why was I telling you that? Oh, because of the synchronicities. She said, when I told her though that she was going, like that it was okay, that I'd be okay, she said, well, hopefully I'll be close. So I thought that was really cool at the time. But then, so that sets up all of the synchronicities. So I'm looking. You said the same thing to your mom. Yeah. They do. They want to know. And my mom especially, when she was in the hospital, I mean, like everybody's mom. I think as a mom, you want to know your kids are going to be good, you know? In the hospital, I was talking to my nephew, and we were on speakerphone, and his name's Ian, by the way. So every time I say Ian, I'm like, I have to remember to like change my words. But, oh... Well, thank you, Sarah. Thank you, everybody. So she said that she was not communicative, but when I was talking to my nephew, I was talking about her dying, about how her condition or something like that. And hearing is the last thing to go. So I have no doubt she heard, and I wish I wouldn't have been talking on the phone. She got kind of upset, and I went over... I can't remember exactly what happened, but she got upset, and she grabbed onto me, and she hugged me, and she was like, no, no, no. And I was like, it's okay. I'll take care of Ian. And because he has autism, and she was his mom from the time my sister died. He was 2 years old. And so she raised him. And so, and then I was kind of like co-mom, I was the fun mom. Mom got to be the doing all the work, and I got to be the one that played with him. So anyway, so she wanted to make sure he was okay too, I guess is what I'm saying. So, okay, now back to, we left the nursing home, and you guys know that the universe talks to me in license plates, and we left the nursing home, and it's a little tiny town. This is another thing. It's a little tiny town. You don't usually see cars. But when we left, we went down the street, and we went down this way, and then the road to go to my town, to Hastings, there's this main road here. And when we turned to go down this road, there was another car coming up this way, and it turned off, but I could see the license plate. The first word was too complicated to read from that distance, but the second word was mom. It was a mom license plate. And so I was like, Dad, it's a mom license plate. And he, of course, didn't have any idea why that was important to me. But so I was like, already I was starting to have the synchronicities. Well, then the next day we were going to the funeral home to make the arrangements. He didn't want to have, he won't have anything to do with it. And now that the urn is here and it's in my house, he's like, he's got my house cordoned off. He's like, I'm not going anywhere near your house, because he just can't. And that's okay. So, but he had to sign the forms to have the cremation happen and all that stuff. So he came with me. My son Spencer came with me, and in a different car. And then he signed, and then Spencer took him home, and then I just did the rest of the stuff. So so we were on our way to the nursing to the funeral home, and it was the mom wagon license plate passed by. I've never seen that one before. I was like, the mom wagon, Dad, it's another one. So within 24 hours, there was another mom license plate. And then after that, there was the 2 days later, I was walking Revan, and there was Jack's mom license plate in the parking lot. So there were like 3 mom license plates in a week. And then I was walking Revan on a different night, and I was doing the Beloved Dead cards, and it's too long because I'm sure everybody has to go. But I was doing the Beloved Dead cards, and I got an energy, and I wasn't sure I wasn't sure who it was, but a chicken card came up. And when my mom was in the hospital, I almost got her a chicken to stay with her when I wasn't there. It was like a chicken stuffed animal, but I ended up getting a little wolf one instead, because I was the chicken watching over you versus a wolf. The wolf seemed better. It just seemed like a better choice. So I didn't get the chicken, but my mom loved chickens, and she had chickens in her kitchen, and like she was of that generation. So anyway, so chickens do have meaning, but they also have meaning for my sister too. And so I wasn't sure which energy it would be, if it was my mom or if it was my sister that had come with, I was using the Beloved Dead cards. And so I kind of let that go, and then I went for a walk. Oh, and then I started seeing license plates with 343. I saw several of those, which is when she took her last breath. So that's the setup for this whole reason I'm telling you this story. So I took Revan for a walk, and I started out, it was a hugely long walk. I think it was like an hour and a half. And I started like right at dusk, and so I was walking home in the dark. And you guys know, well, you may not know, but chickens don't, after dark, they're quiet, they're silent. They're sitting ducks, so to say. So they do not usually, unless there is something riling them up, they don't make sounds. I had chickens in the past, and then my aunt has confirmed this because I told her about it. And, my aunt has confirmed it. And then also another person that, lived on a farm, told them this story, and they're like, yeah, chickens don't normally do this after dark. But I was walking around. You are allowed to have chickens in our town. You can have 3 pets, and you can have chickens in your backyard, but I think there's a limit for how many chickens you can have. So there are chickens in town, but I was walking out. I had no idea that they were on 9th Street. So I was walking around, and I went to, I was coming up, and I saw on my right, I saw a license plate, 343 license plate. And then I realized that the cacophony that I was hearing, like I tuned into the fact that it was actually chickens. It was dark. It was like 6:30, so they well after dark, because of an hour and a half after dark. They should not, and they should have been cooped up, like in their coop, like sleeping. I mean, that's what chickens do. And they were very loud. And I was like, oh my God, those are chickens, like loud chickens, like noisy chickens making a lot of noise. And so it like connected the chicken energy, the chicken, all of that. Like now I know that if I see chickens, like that's going to be my mom's calling card, beyond the fact the 343 license plates are, I've seen 343 this week. My synchronicities on my stove were 343 twice. So it's like little nudges. And I know a lot of people might say, oh, it's just coincidence. But after going to the psychic comedian, there are no coincidences. I mean, it's like there's just none. So it's all like, it's all just... I wanted to share all of that with you guys because we are consciousness, and our consciousness does go on, and we can connect with each other, even still. I mean, like, even though they're not in their physical body, they're still around us, and they're still there for us. And I feel like I have a little posse of my I've got, like, when I do my readings and I'm like, the angels and guides and ancestors are with you, I've got like this little woman posse. It started out with my Aunt Iva and my Aunt Vicky and my sister and then my grandma and now my mom. And it's like, I can't tell you the power that I feel knowing that they're there for me and knowing that they really are there for me and that my mom wanted to be close. She planned on, if she could, she was going to be close to me. She was going to be there for me and let me know it. And so I just am encouraging you that if you're like, that's a sign, like, yeah, maybe it really is. Like, don't second guess it. Just live in that magic because the world is way different from what we've all been taught, you know? So there. And now it's 10 after 12. So I'm going to let you guys go. So say goodbye in the comments. I mean, like, do you need to talk? I mean, like, I don't have to go. If you guys want to talk about stuff or process, because that's a lot. This was a very deep live stream today. So I had a friend who lost a friend earlier this year, and she has a lot of those kinds of synchronicities, and she as well was like, you know, I just try to talk myself out of it because I think maybe we just we're afraid to believe it. We're afraid, I don't know, because we're afraid to believe in magic. You know, we're afraid, I don't like saying magic, but just in the spiritual, and the world is so much more than just the physical, you know. So you're going, goodbye, Agata. Goodbye, Azure. That was a lot, Daniela. I know, I'm so sorry. So, I am thankful that you guys came today and that we all talked. And I hope you come back. Next time maybe we'll have more Stray Kids stuff to talk about. All right. Anybody else? Yay. Okay. I am going. Thank you. Love you all. Love you all. So I'm going to find the button now.